Hello everyone, my name is Chaitra, second year postgraduate.
Myself, Mohammad Danish Siddiq, second year postgraduate, and my colleague Anika Malik, second year postgraduate. She couldn't make it to the demo because of health issues. We have come here to present our table clinic for slot number 7 on our topic called as SensoGuide.
So to begin with, as we know, prosthodontics is mainly about rehabilitating the missing dental facial structures. And when it comes to a missing teeth, we have got varieties of treatment modalities, from the removable ones to the fixed option and then the implant one. With the implant being the most promising treatment modality, especially when it comes for a single missing teeth. Now, for the success of an implant, there we have got various factors that matters. One of them being the proper position of the implant. Now, for this proper planned position of the implant, we have got various aids, that is the surgical guides, which have evolved from the conventional one to the recent CAD/CAM ones. But the thing with this is that one, it requires an additional laboratory procedure, and with the CAD/CAM one, it is a bit expensive. And we all know that technology has been a boon in various fields. So what we have done is we have tried to incorporate this technology into dentistry and come up with a device called a SensoGuide. So our device, SensoGuide, basically consists of a sensor, that is the micro electromechanical system, the two LED bulbs, the handpiece itself, and the display box, which consists of the entire circuit and a power adapter for the power supply. Now, Danish is going to tell us how this device works.
So, according to our implant placement case, we are going to start with the basic X-rays such as OPG and CBCT. So once you have got the basic X-rays such as CBCT, you are going to plan the implant placement procedure according to that particular data that you get from the CBCT, and then you plan the implant position with reference to the adjacent teeth, the angle and the position with reference to the adjacent teeth. That can be done in implant planning software. So with the help of the implant planning software, now that you have got the data for your implant, with respect to the adjacent teeth, the angle and the position, you can code that particular data into our device here. So for our demo purpose, we have used a model where we have placed an implant. As you can see, we have placed an implant with our device. So with the same thing in mind, with our model, we have coded an angle of about 64 degrees that you can see here on the screen. So at that particular angle, there is no deviation. As you can see that there is no blinking of the LED lights that you see here. So I am going to orientate according to this particular angle with reference to the adjacent teeth on my model and start with the implant drilling procedure. So here, as I start with the drilling procedure, first thing I need to do is I'll orient it to my particular coded angle, that is about 65 degrees. So as I've oriented it to my angle, there is no LED blinking. That means I can start with my implant procedure. So as you see here, I'm going to start with the implant procedure now because there is no blinking. So as I drill, if there is any deviation from my desired angle, you can see that the blinking and you can hear the beep. So that means I have to immediately stop. That means I am deviating from my path of placement. So in the same manner, again I have to orient it back where there is no blinking of the LED, and I start with the drilling procedure again. So if there is deviation, again you can hear the beep as well as the LED light. So this way, it helps us in orienting our drill during the entire surgical procedure in the desired planned pathway, so that we place the implant in our planned position and thereby increasing the accuracy and precise placement of the implant and the overall success of the implant procedure. As we see, we have come up with a limitation that we found with our particular device is that the initial investment can be expensive, but our engineer has told that the cost could be cut down as we progress it with further research. The other limitation that we found with our device was that it requires an adjacent teeth as a reference, and it can be limited only for partially edentulous, because there is more amount of research that is required if it can be used for complete full mouth implant procedures as well as in completely edentulous cases. So all I want to tell is that success is better if the action is in the right direction. Thereby, by our device, it helps us to drill the procedure in the exact direction that we want, thereby increasing the overall success and patient satisfaction. Thank you.